Divine Feminines, welcome in. I'm going to do a reading for you today. Take what resonates and leave the rest. It is collective energy, it's not personal. So, this may not be your story. Don't try and make anything fit. If it doesn't make sense, it's not for you. There are plenty of other readings to go and check out, and you might find out one of those resonates with you. So let's see. What does the divine feminine need to know today, please? What do we need to know today? What does the divine feminine collective need to know? Soul number 27 here. Beautiful. We're going within here. Let's see. Safety. Number 3. Protection 42. You are protected. You are protected here. What else does the divine feminine need to know? I feel somebody's had an activation here. There has been an activation. Soul retrieval number 37. There's been something that has been activated in you here. That soul has come out here twice now. Whether it's a soul mission has been activated in you, you've got a new sort of like idea where to go. Father number 30. Maybe you have been working on your father wound here and it has opened something up for you here. Resource number 40. So let's see what we got underneath that is ancestors. So let's see. We have soul, safety, protection, father, and resource. 27, 3, 42, 37, 30, and 40. So 333 is significant, and 44 is here with the protection cards here anyway. So you are protected. But 333 is significant. You might want to do a wee search and see what that angel number means to you. But there's some type of soul, there's an activation has happened here. Another deepening, a deepening of your purpose here. You may have been working on your father wound. If you haven't, it may be something you need to look at. It's like, yeah, it might be something you need to look at here with the safety card here. Because the safety card's 3 and the father card's 30. So it's like, did you not feel safe as a child? Is there something there that you need to maybe look at? The father wound. Page of Swords. Feel like researching something here, resource here, something to research here. 10 of Swords. 7 of Wands. There's something here around safety and not feeling, and this may have impacted throughout your life here. So this father wound may be very dominant here in this reading for whoever resonates with this. This is something that really I feel needs looked at here in order for you to progress further here. There's this feeling of not a safe environment here. Queen of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. This could be as a case of maybe like there was a father in the home that was abusive in some sort of way, kind of like controlling towards the mother and things like that too, and towards the children. It's like, I get this sense of like always fearing the temper. I've got a straggler. always fearing the temper here, the Hierophant. It's like it's their way and that's it. Nobody else was allowed to have an opinion here. Very sort of like if you look at this father card, like look how cold that is. It's such a cold sort of like energy. It's not a lovely nurturing sort of like when you look at these. You look at this card, this lovely, like wanting to see you grow, wanting you to see do well. This father wound, this father energy is it's very cold here, trapped. Whoever resonates with this may have seen or knew that their mother felt trapped in this relationship. And that maybe you have a fear around relationships here. That's something you need to work on. Three of Wands. Or it's like if you see anything at all that sort of are, you don't like conflict or something here, so you don't speak your truth, you don't speak up, you just kind of like there's something here that this kind of, environment damaged. And there's something you need to look at here because it's like not everybody's like that. And it's like sort of doing some healing work around it. Hermits here. You may benefit from going to see a shaman and getting some work done, getting some cleansing work done here. Or this deepening of the soul of healing this may open some shamanic sort of talents there that you hold within you. There's a very strong shamanic feel to this. Of gaining some sort of like wisdom from a shaman or having a treatment with a shaman here. And it like releases something, it awakens something here. You get answers. Two of Swords. Like takes the blindfold off here. Nine of Pentacles in reverse. As I said, I don't know how you are sort of like feeling towards relationships or how your personal relationships are developing, but I feel there's something here. It's like feeling inadequate is the word that they're coming forward with. Inadequate. You don't feel comfortable in relationships. There's like a constant fear. It doesn't matter how nice the person is. They could be the sweetest person you ever met and they would never raise their voice or whatever. But there's a fear here. You're not able to relax here. Eight of Pentacles. It's like you're not able to relax. So I don't know whether this father energy, like you had to be constantly doing stuff, otherwise you were lazy. So whether you watched your mother constantly, like, having to do housework constantly, keep everything nice and tidy, like she never sat down because it was like this. If she came in and sat down, like this masculine would be like, you're lazy, you don't do anything, this place is a mess. That kind of like almost having to like prove her worth is the feeling I get with this. You've watched your mother having to prove her worth. And it's like you have this fear around getting into, yeah, so this is something that needs healed here. The devil in reverse. And this is possibly if you have kept yourself away from relationships or getting into anything too serious, this is the reason why. You don't want to repeat the pattern your mother did. Seven of Cups. Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It's like The more you shy away from doing this work or looking into this wound, you're stopping your fate. You're stopping your progression here. You're stalling it. It's like you need to start to like look at this head on here and do some work on it. And maybe it's a case of this is just a realization and you've never put two and two together before that hold on, you know, I prefer to keep myself pretty light. I don't like to get stuck tied into anything here. I like to keep my options open here. And it's only sort of now that it's starting to sort of click with you of like this is the reason why, because I have this fear of ending up with a husband or a wife, take it as it resonates, that I watched that has the same relationship that I watched my mother and father have. Page of Pentacles. And you're like, I don't want to get myself into that situation. So that's why I'm like almost like a non-committal kind of, if anybody starts to get too serious with you, you completely like back off them here. Page of Wands. It may be a case here that it's like you have this keeping your options and stuff open has been all well and good up to a point, and now perhaps we've reached an age where everyone around us is starting to settle down, and you feel the eyes coming on you, going, "You're still out there being the party person, not committing to anybody, just keeping your options open. When are you going to settle down?" And with you seeing other people around you, friends and family starting to settle down, it's starting to trigger something in you. And you're like, what is it with me? Because it was all well and good when everybody else was kind of at it. But now they're starting to get more serious relationships and settle down. And I'm like, I'm not. King of Pentacles. It's starting to trigger this in you, what is going on, and you're starting to look more deeply into it. Yeah, you need this father wound needs healed. There's a father wound. They may be an earth sign. They may be, it doesn't necessarily mean to. I mean, when I kind of look at him, when you look at that card, you kind of, he's pretty serious. Like, there's not a lot of laughing or fun there. It's kind of like I just see control. We're in control. We control everything here, finances, the whole lot. That's definitely something you need to, in order to, because you're holding yourself back here. So maybe an earth sign father, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Mother energy's coming in the same. Okay, so Justice. Queen of Cups. It has certainly damaged your mindset on getting close to anybody. It is definitely sort of like emotion wise here. You you don't open up to people. It's like you're very guarded here. Queen of Cups, Page of Cups. It's like you don't show that side to people. And that's why it's important, so people don't really, if you're in a relationship with somebody, they don't really get to know you that well. They get to know the surface, but they don't get to know the inside stuff. You don't. So that's something that it really needs to be looked at in order to be able to, Ten of Pentacles. To engage in a full relationship here, Empress. You want this. I think this is why it's starting to come into play now. And perhaps there's somebody has come on the scene here that has sort of, has triggered something different in you than what other people have. It's like, what's this? Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Knight of Cups in reverse. There's something here. There may be somebody has come on the scene and has made you feel differently. They're not just like somebody else where you're like, oh, this is just a bit of fun for a few weeks or a couple of months, and then it'll fizzle out. There's somebody here, I feel it's sitting, they're either already present and you know who this is, or there's somebody waiting to come in and you need to heal this in order to let them come in. So you take it as it resonates. If there's something here that's being blocked, Knight of Swords. There's something here that's being blocked. Look at this. Look at this. You're holding back. You're holding back from this. Four of Wands, Ace of Cups, and you're holding back from it. Or this is keeping you held back, this situation. This is how you feel. The way you feel blocked off here is keeping you from actually like developing a really strong connection with somebody here. See, let's get one of these. What does the Divine Feminine need to know here? Let's get one of these cards. What does she need to know? What does the Divine Feminine need to know, please? Let's get one of these. Or a couple of these. Let's see. Cleansing. There you have it. Shadow work. And seek healing. There's something here, and it's shamanic. I feel for whoever resonates with this, seek out a shamanic practitioner and have a session with them. I'm going to read the Father card. Is that the right book? Let me get the right book. I think it is. Let's see, Father. I want to read this Father card. What number is it? 30. If there's not somebody already in sight, there's somebody coming in, and this is why this is such a dominant thing that needs fixed or looked at and healed here, because this is with the soul and soul retrieval here. There's something there's a part of your soul got left behind in your childhood here, and the shaman can go back and get it for you and put it back in again. But you need it for this new purpose, this new person coming in. This card invites you to bring your relationship with your father and the divine masculine principle into balance. The divine masculine is connected to the archetypes of fatherhood, logic, protection, and right action. When we connect with this archetype in a healthy way, where we are able to set boundaries, make decisions, and embody the courage and skills of the peaceful warrior. How we relate to the image of the Father within our own bodies and psyches affects how much success we have in life. It impacts our relationship with money, our business partnerships, and the depth of our connection with spirit. Some of us may be angry with the universe just as we are angry with our fathers. Do you perceive God as a masculine figure up there in the sky waiting to judge or punish you? This card invites you to trust the possibility of the existence and protective cosmic presence whose essence is love and who will take care of you and guide you no matter what. Our fathers might have been out of touch with their feelings, doing their best to parent without any good examples to follow. They might have been too strict or too lenient. They may have been angry, addicted, or just too busy. Remember, your parents could not give you what they did not receive. Most of our fathers were not seen by their fathers, and if they were unable to transform their pain, they transmitted it to you, inner child. When you think of your father and how you're related to him growing up, what words come to mind? Write these down. Is there something you still blame your father for? Notice if some of these words are charged with resentment. For example, my father worked hard, he was an alcoholic, he did his best. Are neutral but abusive, drunk, and narcissistic hold a charge. Charged language can point to a wound that needs to be healed in your relationship with your father. You have the choice to accept your father as he is and to provide guidance, support, and love for your inner child. Imagine your father standing at a distance that feels comfortable to you and say out loud, "You are my father and I am your child. Thank you for the gift of life. I will make the best of it by living my life fully." Invite your father to take his place behind your right shoulder. Sense him standing there and notice how you feel. Are you able to receive his support and lean into it? Or do you mistrust his ability to provide support? Notice if you feel safe with him behind you. You can ask him to step as far back as needed so you feel relaxed. And you may also want to place a boundary around him so that he stays contained within that space. Invite your mother behind your left shoulder and feel the balance. This is their place. You belong in front of them, facing your life with your inner child by your side. Come back to this image for the next several days, allowing it to anchor itself in your awareness. When you do like any type of work on like wounds surrounding like parents, father or mother wounds, and there's a level of acceptance and forgiveness offered, it's within you. It's you don't have to interact with this person to do any of this work. This is all done on an energetic level and it's all from within you. So, there may be things here like it's sort of in that kind of message there was sort of about accepting certain things about them and placing boundaries. So you're able to do that on an energetic level without actually having physical communication with them. But I definitely feel here that whoever resonates with this, a shamanic treatment is the way to go forward with this. I'm going to take a deeper look here and see what we don't see coming, any blockages and what the outcome looks like, and we'll get some more advice. If you want to come along, the link will be below, and we'll see you over there.